Hey guys, welcome to this video. I hope you're having a great day. If not, maybe I can make it a little bit better. So today I'm going to take you through how I play Assassin Vi in Season 15. So I'm getting a lot of questions recently. Why do I go first time? Because they look at my build and they see me doing different things. So that's what I'm going to talk about mostly today. A little bit about the builds. I'm going to show my rune side to you so you can copy those. So Hubris and Ghostblade usually are my first item. And the reason for it is, the reason for going the one or the other depends on a couple of things. So Hubris, absolutely banger item. It gives you so much damage. It's unbelievable. It gives you so much AD, which is amazing for Vi because of her insane scalings. 180%, no, 160%, 120%, 90% on W, no, on R, and then we got W, which for every 30, 35 AD, she gets 1% max HP damage each time you proc it. So this is really insane, right? And so Hubris is amazing. You can easily get more than 100 AD in a game. That's pretty common. So that's going pretty crazy. But I will also go Ghostblade because it really helps with the mobility. It's really good for that early game. So I will look at the enemy team comp and see what do they have more of. Do they have a lot of range? Do I need the speed? Or are they more close range? That's pretty much what determines whether I go Hubris or Ghostblade. So if they have a lot of mobility, if they're quite long range, I will go Ghostblade because I need that to close the gap. But if they're more melee, if they have a melee jungler, maybe even a melee jungler, no ADC, no mid laner or support, and a top laner, then I will go Hubris. If they have like 3 to 4 melees, easy Hubris game. If they have like 3 to 4 ranged, it's more a Ghostblade kind of a game. So there will be some small variations, but this is usually how it goes. You have Eclipse, which some like. I prefer going Hubris in the games that it is good. There are some cases where you maybe want to go Eclipse, but I'll go more into detail into those kind of specific builds in my ultimate guide, which is coming soon, where I will talk about all the small details. But so follow-up items, looking at this, 4 range, so I'm gonna go Ghostblade. And I'm starting on top side this game. I could have maybe went for some sort of gank on top lane here, but it can be a little bit risky. I don't think I would have been in time for that crash. So we're just gonna farm. A very important thing with Vi right now is to just not go for unnecessary ganks. He did get that kill. I should have actually went to the Grump here first. And the reason for it is it doesn't look like anything is really available yet. It's not going to be super important for me to be in river exactly on time because, yeah, we don't have Prow. It doesn't look like it's going to be a good gank. So I might as well spend an extra little bit of time. Oh my. Doing the Grump first, because on the second clear, it's going to spawn exactly after Wolves, which is nice. It's just going to be a more efficient second clear. So I'm not going to go for this wave. Can I go for this Ludo? Maybe, actually. They're quite low. Don't know the sums. I don't know the boards, but yeah. So it's there's Syra. Can we make a collapse here? Looks like we can. Echo's moving. Oh man, I didn't see. I didn't pay well enough attention to that animation. I could have maybe flash queued. It wouldn't have been super easy. I'm just gonna cross over, get the top scuttle. It's gonna be fine. She gets the bottom one. I spent a little bit of time in the river looking for bot, but Triforce was warded there. But it's quite hard to gank in this season, especially with Vi now. A lot of her power has been shifted from her early game into the late game, and the stats also showcase this with her win rate. So her win rate becomes higher throughout the game. In the past, she's been a good early game champion and been able to fight most champions, had a lot more burst. But in recent years, like last 2 especially, she's been much weaker before first, second, and even third item. But her scaling is amazing, and she's a lot better late game than she used to be, and her damage is quite crazy once you get going. So we're gonna see this. I stayed on the map here because my top side was already spawning after the Scuttle Crab because I had to cross map. to take the Scuttle Crab. I'm a little bit delayed, so I didn't have time for the reset to come back. So we're just going to keep on clearing. The most important thing is just to get level 6, so we can press R. That's what we do best with Vi mains. So looking at bot lane, they're really struggling, but my top is doing really well. So what's going to be important now is to start playing around top lane. I don't want to have too much action on this bottom side, because it's probably not going to work in our favor. So this is why you should have I should have done the Gromp before the blue, because I still couldn't go for a gank. I still couldn't get Scuttle, and I would have had the Gromp to hit right now. So now I'm delayed by 10 seconds. So I'm gonna look to reset and go to play Grubs here, because I can't do anything on top side because Kaisa is 4-0. But we don't want to make any sort of plays here. And Zyra is also pathing down, and we can't play this straight. It's going to be too hard. So we want to play top side around Yoni. I'm going to get this. I don't care if my team is paying. I'm going to get an extra longsword. Oh, sorry. So this is why I didn't go for the gank, because Zyra is here. And if we turn this into a fight, it's probably not going to work in our favor. Because they're low and they're weak and they have less items, way less items. So this is why I want to play the Grubs. It's much safer. I can get guaranteed gold. I can get my level 6. And then in the mid game we can start taking over. And maybe after Amumu gets level 6, I at level 6, then we can maybe go back for the Kaisa. So most of the time you want to start playing around the lanes that are doing well. And in this case, that's going to be Oni and maybe a little bit Echo, but always quite hard to gank. But the thing with Vi is she's so good at shutting down one target, especially if it's squishy. So this Kaisa, for example, I can maybe look to do something bot with my R and Amumu has R. Okay, so Zyra shows here. So this means I can invade, because we had a ward here, but I would also know that these are up. Because my top side is up and she was pathing the same direction as me. We can just take these camps, and then we're able to punish that gank. So even though enemy team is doing really well, especially on the bottom side, I think it's fine. We're starting to get a little bit of an XP lead, gold lead in the jungle. The Grubs also have more impact in the early game, especially if we can start hitting those towers a little bit. I'm leaving that ward because it's going to be very nice to see when she's on top side. Okay, he got the kill. If not, I would try to gank there. This mid gank is looking unlikely. It's too hard. She's too far behind there. And she's aware of it. So we're just going to farm. Wasting time going in here, showing on maybe a ward is really, really bad. It's going to cost you camps each time you do this kind of play. So you either want to go for it or you don't. And in this case, it was a maybe. And a maybe means a no. That's very important. So we're just going to play for those 100% plays. And maybe you don't see Vi as a farmer, but she actually farms quite fine. And I think a big part of why people don't get enough XP and minions with Vi is because they go for these half-ass ganks instead of farming, because they think that Vi is pressured to gank, but when she's really not, because her scaling is so good right now. And her mid game. So what's happening on the bot side here is not great. I'm in 0-5. But it's okay, because we're Vi and we can hopefully press R on the Kaisa. The only problem here later is that we're gonna run into Lulu. And Lulu is a problem. That champion is really, really bad for Vi. So I'm banning right now. I'm banning Poppy again because she got a pretty big buff in the jungle. And if you're not the highest elo, I would also recommend banning Amumu if you want to play Vi, especially if you want to play Vi Assassin. This guy is absolutely just dying on repeat. I'm just gonna smite this because I got 2 smites. So we're actually just gonna hit the reset, get the gold split, get back on the map, and now we're gonna have way more damage to follow up that was ganked with. This is 5-0, but there's not much we can do about it at this moment, because if I go down here and try to fight them, we're gonna lose because we're just simply weaker. And Zyra is there to match. If Zyra wasn't there, maybe we could go for the 3v2, but it seems very tempting, right, to go for this, but I would not be able to kill anyone here, and I would just die. and we would just fall further behind, which sucks. So this is not a great game set. It looks like I'm not doing anything, but I am. I'm getting a lead, and like a very important thing in the jungle too is not to always do something. You don't always have to do something. It's about not doing something bad as much as it's doing something good. Because if you start a fight in the losing state with bad positioning from your team, or just like in the lane state resources wise, it's a bad situation for them. We can go for this Cho'Gath. One is going to be able to follow up. I just have to play around the Cho'Gath view. I can actually ward. I don't want to R if I don't have to. I don't have to here. Beautiful. Get a kill. We can maybe play these scrubs together. I'm not sure though. We have to be careful. We did see a Lulu here. So I'm just going to go on the Zyra. Boom. She walked up a little bit too far. Press R. Lulu wasn't right there with her, so she can alter. Then we get the Zyra, and suddenly, like, it's 13-5, but the game state is quite good. We're gonna get 6 scrubs here. Zyra died. We got a kill, or like our team got a kill again. And we're gonna have 2 objectives, so even though they got the kill thingy. Smite this. Nice. We're suddenly doing pretty well. We got momentum. My bot lane is absolutely crazy. They should just be farming this wave while they can, because Lulu is not there, so finally they can get away for free. And now they just took a bunch of damage and almost died. But it's okay. It always gonna have teammates to make the best decisions. And I think we're gonna be able to carry this anyways. It's a hard game for Assassin Void to play, actually. It's not one of those easy games because they have a lot of reliable CC and a lot of like passive damage, which is quite bad for Vi, being this squishy. It's not a great Vi game in general, but hopefully we can make it work. So an important thing is to try to split them up. We can't play against them in a team fight. They have too much CC. They have too much like damage that can hit us when we go in. This team actually likes for us to engage. But if we can let Yoni side lane, Echo side lane with 6 scrubs, and then we can try to pick them off in the rotations, we can do well in this game. So now I'm gonna get Sweeper. I don't like the Sweeper too early in the game because it's pretty obvious where they ward most of the time. You can just predict that instead of losing the opportunity to ward. So I'm not going to defend this mid tower. I don't want to give information about where I am. I kind of want to go for an invade here. I know her top side is up, or at least some of it, and Scuttle Crab is up. And now I got my jungle camp, my jungle item, I mean. Oh, they kill Ari. Now it's going to be very free to invade here. And my Ari is almost back. If Zyra shows up, should be able to kill her. Gonna try to not waste my spells here for this reason. Don't need to R. Beautiful. I think she got the blue. Yeah, she did get the blue. That's a little bit unfortunate. We got it with the plants. Maybe I should have smited it, but I'm gonna smite this. Oh my god, I should have just like did it earlier. I died so much faster than I expected. I could have easily killed her there. I just got surprised. I actually gave away a shutdown, but you see the game state now. We've got 2 turrets. We need 1 objective to get feet to strength. So this game is really not that bad, even though my bot lane is 0-10. The enemy Kai'Sa is 10-0. This like would look like a really frustrating game, but I think a big reason why the game becomes very frustrating and looks very frustrating is because in this case you would panic, or you would go for games that wouldn't work, and then you wouldn't get the XP lead like I do right now, even though Zyra was ganking. And I wouldn't have the objectives in grubs. And we wouldn't get the kills after, or maybe you would have died a few times because you went for ganks that wouldn't work, or you would try to save bot lane, and that would just cause you to lose even more. So it's really not that lost as it might seem in a moment. If you just stay calm, go for 100% plays, you can easily come back. So we'll see. I could have been able to kill it there, and then it would have just been GG. They would have lost all the momentum. We could have gotten a huge shutdown, and it's still really winnable. But that also, I almost killed her because I have so much damage, and she was a little bit disrespectful. This, oh my. I have to be careful here. This is not good for me. I didn't expect to run into Ari there. So this is the problem, right? I'm fighting around where the enemy team is strongest instead of... I just wanted to get my camps here, kind of, and then get away, and then try to play Herald. But I was just a little bit overextended there. I tried to look for the Zyra, which looked good from my movement, but it just wasn't it. Anyways, so second item, I'm gonna go Collector. It's really nice, so Vice E crits. And you use a lot of auto attacks with your Hail Blade, which is quite good. I would also look towards Maw this game, because they have a lot of magic damage. So this is pretty sad, because now we're gonna lose feature strength, but if I didn't make this mistake, maybe I could have been able to get this Rift while the enemy team was on that bot lane doing stuff. But happens. Nobody's perfect. We're just gonna have to split them up, group up with the only Echo, and try to get that Kaiser bounty. Even if we do, we're really, really back. I think I can actually. Pretty sorry. Nice. Nice kill there. We can maybe get some camps. Maybe we can get the next raid. That would be really, really good. We can get the bot tower here. Kaiser jumps in. I would instantly ult here. So I'm just gonna go pick up my raptors, try to heal up with the jungle item, because I don't want to reset. I want to keep getting stuff. Somebody joined Fight Club. I don't know who it is, but welcome. Okay, Kaiser looking for me. That's fine. We can pick up the wolves. Try to get straight. See Sarva there. Maybe if somebody face checks. Stay on, Mumu. Oh my. Yeah. But if I would have some vision here, it would be very nice, but looks tough. Oh my. I think I'm probably dead. I'm gonna try to get away, but I looked a little bit cooked. No! She went for the flash. She R and flashed. That's fine. Dying sucks though, because every time you die, you're losing resources. Man, that fight here really could have turned the game around. Okay, that was a beautiful pick up by Mumu. He's been saying it this entire game. Beautiful. Shut down on Echo. Perfect. He's back, guys. He's back. Beautiful. Oh my, that was not it. But it's fine. And we're getting close to Collector. Yon is pushing with those grubs. He's probably going to get this. That's a lot of gold. It's like 900 gold for the team. And mostly for him, but that's really, really big. He gets like 700. Where are you, Zyra? Never trust an enforcer, no matter how good they look in uniform. Try that last gun over here. And there you can see the damage. So I really I could have picked up all of the owls camps if it weren't for Kai'Sa there. That would have been huge for me. But it's still a good kill. And we deny her from taking them right now. And I can get my own camps. I just have to be a little bit careful here because I don't have R. Moon is going crazy. Right to jail. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to pick up this because I really want to get more. This is one of those weird games. Like normally I will go LDR or Infinity Edge here. Sometimes I will go even Opportunity. But yeah, this case, they're just like full AP. So it's too much value for me going more. So I just have to. This is simply too good in this given game. And you shouldn't build the same every game. If you do, you're doing something wrong. There's always adaptations. Sometimes the enemy team will draft poorly. There will be some champions which certain items will be insanely good. Sometimes they will build armor, sometimes not. Sometimes you will only focus on the backline, sometimes not. Sometimes you really want Edge of Night because it really counters many of their spells. Okay, we can maybe pick up this now. Oh, I mean, oh, shit. I wanted him to keep aggro on that Arcathon. But I'm gonna try to push out this. Oh my god. Fight, fight, fight. Guys. Where's that go? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, she ulted. Pretty good. I don't think they're gonna be able to take Arcathon at least. So there's that. Nice. Can play for this fight. Ah. Nice! Echo got the kill there. Beautiful. The Lulu ult destroyed me there. Because I would be able to kill her. But the knock-up. But if they kill them and get the plants. Beautiful. See? And we're just back. Just like that. Even Ezra is doing work right now. Beautiful. And he only is like ending the game with the grubs. Look how fast the games can swing. It's beautiful. So I've been really able to showcase like lethality VAR yet, like properly. We had some picks on the Zyra, but I almost don't hope he ends here. No, he's not going to be able to, but still a really good game for us right now. I'm just going to complete them all because it's just too much value right here. We need to play for this straight because it's spawning in 30. So I'm just going to go right here. So normally you want to clear your top camps and then move towards the side you want to play the objective. But in this case, I don't have enough time. But if this was spawning in like 1 minute, I will start on this top side and then move down because then you're more versatile. If a fight breaks out, you're there. If something doesn't happen, you can just go to your camps. This kind of thing. Nice. Good pickup. Probably just press R on her here. I'm gonna smite you. No, I'm not. Oh no. Don't eat me. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure we get the Drake. And might be GG. Close to it. I'm just gonna pick up this. I'm scared. If it don't end, it's just disaster. So just gonna make sure we deny the soul, and then we can just with the bot in it, we should be able to pray for the Baron right now. And there's I think we have this game, guys. I think we have this game. Beautiful. I haven't played the cleanest in this game, but we can still see the lethality come to fruition. So most games, I go these boots. I'm gonna pick up a pink ward because we're gonna play Baron. I don't pick up a lot of pinks because it's so important for you to get items. They're really expensive, so only before objectives is when I get them, pretty much. That I know we should contest or have prior on, especially. Yeah, let's move down, get a good position. Don't really care about my Raptors. kind of want to get this blue because we can just like deny a vision here, hope that they and let them come to us. And then we're gonna have an advantageous fight. I'm just gonna go for Kai'Sa. She's alone. Yikes. Lulu did manage to come over there. She was... Okay, there we go. She didn't have anything anymore. She used barrier, Lulu R and her own R. So she was able to stay alive for a long time there. And I'm not that bad. Like, I have some damage, but I don't like have like insane crazy damage yet because I didn't get the shutdowns. And I didn't get some insane lead. And I went more, which hurts my damage, obviously. I think it's worth. It's just doing so much. But, yeah. Now... Yeah, we can actually just go Infinity Edge. There's no reason not to. This, because it's only Trogat with any sort of defensive, and I don't want to be hitting the Trogat. I only want to hit their backlines. So we're just going to go Infinity Edge right away. Even though it's an expensive item. It did get cheaper, so it's better for Vi now, because you want the passive more than you want like the raw stats of it. Especially as a jungler, you don't get that much gold as laners. So, unless you get like super fed. Well, guys, let's do this. We can just start this. We don't see anybody. Especially that makes me tanks. I'll do a lot more damage to it. There was a ward there, so they see us, but... Okay. Should chill. Don't want to tank this. Found her. Get her. No. Okay. Ah, the Kai'Sa's problem. Man. Really? Ah, nobody were able to get on the Kai'Sa when I ulted her. I thought that maybe Yoni could ult and Echo could go on her, but apparently not. Oh well. It's fine. It's turning into a close game. This hourglass is unfortunate. It's one of the reasons I don't like playing against Kai'Sa. With the meta right now. Those hourglasses is... Yeah, not great for full damage Vi. They're not great for any Vi. But even more so worse for crit, obviously. Lethality crit. Okay. I need to... What? Oh my god. He actually missed. Did he miss or is he a genius? I was just gonna queue away because I thought he would just like time it on my spot there. From the mark. And I don't know if he missed or if he's an absolute genius, but yeah, that did not work for me. Thank you. That's unfortunate. They might get sold. Oh yeah. I don't trust them to do this alone. It's too hard for them to get onto Kai'Sa without me because we don't have any reliable CC outside of me. We have a mover, but not really. I'd rather you get denied soul, to be honest. Maybe they can get a good fight. They have like low resistances and stuff, but yeah, they got both. Okay, definitely try to play Baron now. If we can get the Baron, maybe we can turn this into like a quick win. Can we move? Beautiful. I'm stuck. I'm coming. I was hoping I was still unstoppable there. I just got eat. Disaster. I think we lost. Well, it is what it is. I try my best, but yeah, it was a pretty hard game for the Lethality Vi. I'm not gonna lie, it's really tough. I don't like surrendering. If we lose, we lose. But yeah. Hopefully you got to see it though. In the early to mid game, I could have even like turned around this game. I could have won this game, so I shouldn't complain about bot lane. Like they didn't do great, but if I got the shutdown there, if I just like played it better, queued her a little bit earlier, so I could get the Q auto R, I will be able to kill her actually there, and I think I could have carried the game. After that, I was like kind of semi behind and couldn't do too much. It's really important to stay ahead on this lethality Vi. So, but you still got the information about the builds. So a classic build for me is like Hubris, Collector, LDR, Infinity Edge, and then Death Dance or more, depending on what you need. More often it's going to be Death Dance because Death Dance is good against both. Because the bleed thing, it's so powerful for Vibe because you usually will be able to get the finish, and then it will get the reset on the healing from the stored damage, which is really good. And if they have more mobility, like in this kind of a game, I really love Ghostblade. It's really good. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was educational. If you want like the super in-depth, make sure to subscribe because the complete guide is coming. Also a combo guide is coming. So hope to see you then. Play it later and take care. Later guys. Bye.